folks, welcome to an all-new episode of So Bad It's Good. This is your pal Ryan, and this is your Wednesday episode. Congratulations, you made it halfway through the week, and this week, for me, I get to go to BravoCon tomorrow. I'm very, very excited. With me for the last couple of weeks, and she has gracefully agreed to come back, is my baby mama, Rebecca. And Rebecca is actually, she's showing her face finally. She's that comfortable with you guys. You have been so nice and so, I mean, not even nice. You just really, she's been hysterical and she's
just
been
like, let's not jinx it.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm having like a tough night as a pregnant lady. So Ryan has had to deal with like a little crying moment today. So I'm back, but I'm really excited because this will make me feel better, honestly.
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, obviously a lot of you guys know pregnancy is no joke and the baby has been doing a lot of growing, I think, in this last week. Would you agree?
I agree.
Agree. Okay. So Dancing with the Stars, we are here to talk about, even though we're going to talk about a couple of other things as well. We'll talk a little bit about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because Whitney is, of course, on Dancing with the Stars.
Wait, can we just also say if you're watching the video, Ryan is freshly tan.
You guys, I almost look like Countess Luann in that Halloween episode.
No, you look so good. I'm jealous. I didn't get a tan because pregnant girls can't tan like that. Like,
so,
I could do the other tan, but not like this.
Our friend Monica, who you might know from the Jeff Lewis show, but she's also an actor. But Rebecca and her were friends. They've been friends for a long time.
Like 12 years. I love Monica. She's one of my best girls.
And she also is an expert spray tanner. And by the way, she was trained by Nicole Travolta, who has been on this show multiple times, very talented herself. And so Monica's always great and came over to give me a spray tan. And she brought over her daughter, Dylan, who, how old is Dylan?
11.
And Dylan, this is the first time I met Dylan, and she was so funny, so amazing. And she...
Big Dancing with the Stars
fan. I got talking to her. I said, hey, do you watch Dancing with the Stars? And she's like, do I watch Dancing with the Stars? And
we're sitting so close, I'm scared that I'm going to like get tan on me.
I'm just scared that people are going to think I'm doing like this. I really... And
it looks so good.
But it's supposed to keep getting darker.
Yes.
You look like you're in Twilight by the you look like you're like Robert Pattinson.
I know.
But
yeah.
Because I'm so dark right now. But that's the cost of beauty, right?
That is.
I got to be on camera for Peacock this weekend, and I just hope this eventually evens out. I got a haircut. And
we went shopping. He got all new clothes.
I told him about the shopping.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I told him about the shopping.
Okay, good.
Because, like I don't usually go out and buy. I can be a little cheap and I don't go.
But I feel like before every BravoCon, we kind of go shopping and we go to like Banana Republic and we like check things out and stuff.
But I'm usually, it's a real struggle for me to be like, yeah.
But Ryan's lost so much weight. Like you were down 2 sizes. Like you must have felt really good about yourself.
Good.
You looked really good. It's very exciting.
Wow, you're really
no, you look
it's very, very, very nice. I will say though,
I'm up 2 sizes. on.
What I will say, I will start with the story that is probably going to upset some people and maybe potentially disgust people, but I just want you to put yourself in Rebecca's shoes.
It's just really upsetting that you're telling this story, but you wouldn't let me tell our second date story.
Okay, because I was talking. So I met with podcaster Yana Firestone today, who has the Curious Life podcast. She's from Australia. She's amazing, and we had lunch today. I met her in person. And she was even bothered that I wouldn't let Rebecca tell. But she was saying, she was like, it's very interesting. When do you determine something is just for you? And I said, that is interesting. I really didn't think I had tons of those things. And then that one, for some reason, I was like, well, that's personal.
My God, he like got angry when we got off. Like
I was like, that's personal. Because there are certain moments that I think are like kind of special where I was like, It
really wasn't that special.
Well, it was that special. It was that special. What are you talking about?
I mean, it wasn't that crazy of a thing I was going to say. Anyway.
We did the Paso Doble that night. No. Anyways, there is another story that is not nearly as heartwarming as the story you won't hear potentially. Is that so? I'm down 2 sizes, and went shopping for clothes, and we found a couple things that I was like, okay, I feel pretty good. And then we were trying to decide what to eat, and there's a farmer's market right at the Grove, and they have this French restaurant that Rebecca really likes, and so we were like, let's do the French restaurant. And it's like really cute. It's, unassuming. But we sit down and I'm like, let's go crazy. Let's get the fondue.
First of all, I didn't even want the fondue. I wanted onion soup.
See, I wanted to impress. I was like, let's do the fondue, babe. And the fondue is like a big vat of cheese. And they give you a bunch of different things to put in, to put in the cheese. And I'm not joking, guys. This was a vat of cheese. And at first it tasted, didn't it taste good?
It was delicious.
It was delicious. And on top of that, then we got some other food.
You ate a lot of the cheese.
I ate a lot of cheese,
and Ryan
you guys.
does have tummy issues in general.
Okay, you know what?
In general, like, he does.
In general, I do. Rebecca's always appreciated that about me, though, that I have stomach issues.
Because I'm Jewish, so I feel like, the Jewish tummy.
Yeah, Jewish, and I have a Catholic tummy, but I guess that's like a Jewish tummy. But anyways, I have a tummy, but I was like, hey man, I'm on top of the world right now. I'm going to eat a big vat of cheese, and I think that's relatable. But anyways, we don't live too far from the Grove, but it was Friday night.
Like a 12-minute drive, like really, really close.
So we get about like halfway through the drive, and I realize, oh no, something's wrong. Like something's bad, and I was like, you got to get home quick. And we live off of.
You did not say you got to get home quick. You're like, you better start driving. Like, you really better. And then you were I'm not like an aggressive driver.
No, she's not an aggressive. I was like, come on. A guy said,
he's like, what kind of team member are you? Like, you're the worst. You're like, I hate you. And then you started making these noises, and I was laughing so hard, guys.
Yeah, that was it. I said you weren't a good teammate because she started laughing at me.
No, but then
there was a point where there was drool coming out of her mouth because she was laughing so hard. And I was like, stop laughing. I wouldn't laugh at you.
You said, like, when you give birth, I'm not going to laugh at you.
I will not laugh. What if I do
It
laugh?
was like the church giggles, you know what I'm saying? Like, where you actually
and you guys
stop. And he was so mad.
You guys.
And I actually thought he was upset. So I just was
I was about to crap my pants. Like,
I understand.
Guys, and I know you don't want to think about this. I get it. But, like, I just wanted to, there was a point where I was like, oh, there's no, because there was traffic.
Said it too.
I said, oh, I just I accept that I am going to shit myself.
That would have been okay.
No,
it's
and
okay.
then because there was traffic right before the light that we turn out for the house, and I was like, do I just run out of the car? Like, what do I do? And at that point, there's like cars everywhere, and I was crying. Like, and then I had to, I had to
making noises.
So then I squeezed.
You were like, I really hate you. I really, really hate you. Oh my God.
You were laughing so hard at me.
I was really trying to hold it together. I was literally just trying to. I had to look away from him, and I just had tears rolling down my face.
And so in my head, I was like, and then I started like squeezing parts of my body to distract. Like,
which is smart, actually.
Yeah, because they say like if something happens, like try to like if you need to like pinch yourself really hard to distract from the pain that you're actually feeling. And so I was just like jamming my nails into like certain parts of my body, and spoiler alert, I made it home without crapping my pants, but it was bad. It was, I had never, and it was just a short drive. I thought there was no problem at all. And I just, once again, I just want to remind people, and it's a good reminder for myself this weekend, don't fly too close to the sun.
Watch yourself at this thing.
That's what I said. Imagine I shit myself at BravoCon.
It's possible.
It is possible. Imagine on live TV, because I'm having such a good time.
You better
I think I'm on
it.
top of the world. I'm like, oh, so it's always just don't eat the vat of cheese or whatever that means in your life.
We also had a burger with brie cheese.
Okay, don't.
It was a lot
yes,
of food.
I said we got
Honestly,
other food.
When you ordered the fondue, I was surprised, but like I went with it because I do.
Wait. I want to also say you were surprised, but you were also like, hell yeah. You weren't like,
I love it.
You weren't like, are you sure? You were like so into it.
Yeah, because
I thought you were impressed.
Sure.
Okay. Anywho, I just thought
again, I can't believe you're telling your like shitting pants story, but like you won't let me tell like a very sweet story about our second date.
The story is heroic because I didn't end up crapping my pants. I want to make that very clear.
But when I did park, I could hear your noises from outside.
It's a bathroom right by the...
But I could hear it from outside the house. Like, I literally could hear you making noises. It was bad.
So that's what it's like to be with me, you guys.
That is what it's like to be with Ryan. Like, literally.
I have a feeling you knew that already. Anyways.
Have you talked about your bowels in the past?
I mean, I think I've said I've had stomach issues in the past, you know, but I don't think. Anyways, they're not here. They're here for Dancing with the Stars.
I do think you need to get that checked out.
Oh, yeah, no, and by the way, I went and got my physical a couple weeks ago. They know that, and I do have a recommendation.
Did you talk? Yeah,
a dermatologist, a stomach person. I got to get the anal thing. What is it? The colonoscopy. I call it the anal thing, and
later.
Anyways, Dancing with the Stars. Okay, let's just get it right off.
We're doing that first.
Well, I just want to say right off the top before we go to the other things. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, Andy Richter went home tonight.
My God, I was so upset. I really didn't think he was going to go.
Yeah. And by the way, so we kind of guessed beforehand who we think is going to go. And you thought...
I said Elaine.
She thought Elaine Hendricks was going to go.
I just didn't think she had the fan, numbers to keep it going.
I said, oh, maybe Andy Richter's going to go home. But you kept saying, no. So I thought, okay...
See, and you think I'm a cheater.
I said either Elaine, and then I said Dylan Efron.
Which it couldn't be because he's with Daniela, who's the hottest thing that ever was.
But I was trying to think, if Andy's staying, but I wish we knew the voting. I wish we knew how the percentage of the voting. But I think we're at this point in this. And remember, we're new to Dancing with the Stars. So if you're an expert in Dancing with the Stars, we might be talking out of our ass. So I totally appreciate that. But from what we understand is that at this point, Andy was getting the lowest judges' scores every week. Now, I think obviously the audience votes helped out with that. I think we have come to a point where the audience votes, I think, really swing in Andy's favor, especially even tonight. But I think at this point, I do wonder if you get to a certain point, like the quarterfinals or semifinals or whatever, and the judges' votes start to mean more. Does that make sense?
I wonder if it's all rigged and the producers are it's actually just time for Andy to go and he is getting the points, but we just got to let him go.
Well, and the other thing I was thinking too is that, we had multiple players get perfect scores tonight. The dancers are so good. And from what I hear from other people, this is an unusually talented season of dancers. And so maybe in that sense, they were we would keep Andy around normally for another week. And I love Andy. And you were very upset that Andy is gone.
I yelled and screamed and the dog woke up.
Yeah. So you were very upset about all of this, but I think this was such a talented thing where they're we can lose Andy and people are still going to be tuning in.
Definitely.
But I think there is a part of me that's sad to not have his journey continue. And I want to say, Conan O'Brien, man, what?
Where was Conan?
Never has come this whole season, man. And I know he's busy. I know he's got a podcasting empire.
Where's Zac Efron?
I love Conan O'Brien.
Where
but
are these
where
people?
were you, man? Andy needed you. And sometimes I want to think that these TV relationships are real, and I know they do have a real friendship, but come on, man. You know what network television is like, Conan. You were on it for so long. Anyways, that's our one disappointment, but we're going to get into all of it. And reminder, next week is Prince week. Everybody's going to be dancing to Prince songs, and
Ryan audibly gasped when he heard it was Prince.
I love Prince so much, so I'm going to be a mess next week because I just hope some lame-o isn't being dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to celebrate this thing we call dance. I hope they really do Prince justice.
I think they will.
Yeah. And by the way, you know Prince a little bit, but you don't know the deep.
Have you seen Prince in concert?
No,
I never saw Prince in
Prince.
concert.
Yeah.
I'm much younger than you, obviously.
Okay, so before we talk about that, I wanted to talk about a couple of other things. We got our first trailer for The Traitors. We had a little teaser this weekend, but we got a full trailer. And Rebecca thought it would be a good idea, and I think so as well, because Sophie and I didn't really fully get into it in terms of the cast that we have. We talked about some generalizations, but we have... So this is the cast. We have Dorinda Medley. We have Natalie from The Amazing Race and Survivor.
Natalie's amazing. Dorinda's amazing.
We have Tiffany from Big Brother. We have Candace Dillard-Bassett from Potomac. We have Lisa Rinna.
And we love Lisa. And
we don't love Lisa.
I love Lisa. And spoiler, my dental hygienist is the one that told us that Lisa was going to be on.
I don't know if you were supposed to say that.
Oh, well, shout out to my dental hygienist.
I know I said somebody, but anyways, we have Portia from Real Housewives. We have Caroline Stanbury.
I'm a huge Caroline Stanbury
She's the one that made me watch Ladies of London. I never watched Ladies of London until Rebecca.
I love Ladies of London so much. She was obviously the star of that show. I love her and Sergio. When that first came out, that was really, really shocking, because he was so much younger. her, but like I love that
when she got with because on Ladies of London she was married to a different dude, right?
I can't remember, Jem. She was married to Jem, who's obviously age appropriate. They have 3 children, and then like
and it was during the pandemic.
Well, Caroline was like partying a lot. We saw her going out a lot. She was away from the family. But I always thought like, these women, sometimes that's just like how they roll. But then all of a sudden she posted a photo with her and this like young boy toy. And it was shocking. But I really love their love. Like, I think that they're there for the long run. Like, I actually like, this is so, I don't know. Don't judge me, but I like listen to her podcast. Like, I think she's fun.
Sometimes she'll tell me things. I'm like, what'd you do? Like,
okay, because I love Caroline talking about like plastic surgery and like her doctors that she goes to. And I'm a woman of a particular age, and
okay, whatever.
I am. I'm a woman of a particular age, and I need to know like how to keep it tight and right. And like she gives the actual tea on how to do it, and I appreciate it.
So, well, by the way, that reminds me of the first BravoCon I went to on Sunday night. I was with they had like Bravo celebrities at the Gansport, and I was with Adam from Up and Adam, who we love Adam, and Sergio and Caroline were there, and Sergio was in the middle of a Meredith Marks Vicky Gunvalson sandwich. This podcast today is sponsored by our friends over at Mint Mobile. Now, we're coming up on the holiday season, and my goal this holiday season is to get my dad to switch over to Mint Mobile. This is the perfect gift because Mint Mobile is offering unlimited premium wireless for only $15 a month. That is their best deal of the year, aka the only holiday gift I'll actually use every single time. And I don't think my dad listens or watches this, so he'll still be surprised. So you can get a 3, 6, or 12-month unlimited plan for $15 a month. Now, all Mint plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. And you can bring your current phone and number over to Mint. There is no contracts and no nonsense. I use this. You should be using this too. So don't get your friends and family members socks. Get them premium wireless for $15 a month. Shop Mint Unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/sobad. That's mintmobile.com/sobad. Limited time offer, upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, and $180 for 12 months. Plan required, $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. 35 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com for details. And these ladies were hitting on this man.
I'm so glad you said it out loud. Because I remember when you told me and you were like, Meredith is trying to get it with Sergio. And I was like, wow. And then you were like, Caroline doesn't give a shit. Like, she just like is laughing.
Oh, she was cracking up. She was like, oh, look at the ladies.
I love it. I really like
it. And I was sitting there, like, I felt like an interloper anyways. And I was like, just sitting there, like, just watching.
Maybe Meredith shouldn't be so upset like we saw her on
tonight's episode.
Because maybe she has fucked all of New York.
Meredith, I love you, Meredith. No, how dare you, Rebecca?
Plastic surgery. Meredith looked so freaking good tonight. Like, I was dying.
And by the way, so what I'm going to do, I have to drive to Vegas tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff to do in the morning, including pack. Then I'm going to drive into Vegas, and then I'm going to try to start the Salt Lake podcast. I got to go out with Mary Payne and Ingrid from Pink Shade, and then I'm going to try to finish that Salt Lake podcast so I can get it to you on Thursday, even though I know nobody truly cares, but it was such a fantastic episode.
People definitely care.
It was such a good episode. It's that kind of episode where so much happens because you're so used to like shows where nothing happens, and then this show that's like, most seasons don't like on the OC. Tonight's one episode of Salt Lake is like a whole season of OC. That's how stacked it was.
Oh my God. Did you hear that Captain Jason denied that he fucked Heather Gay?
And then Heather Gay was on Watch What Happens Live, which you didn't see. And she was like, well, if that's what he says, I have a word of warning for all the girls out there dating Captain Jason. So she said,
my God.
And then she was, I'm just kidding. But she kind of called Captain Jason a liar. But by the way, I did get this is breaking news about BravoCon. all the tickets are gone for a chance to sleep with Captain Jason. That was a big panel, but it's nobody can do it.
A lot of people didn't want that ticket after they heard about Heather Gay. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's why he said it didn't happen, because he got so much negative. People are like, "What are you fucking talking about?"
So, okay.
Wait, did you know that Captain Jason has a daughter in the Philippines?
I did know that. You told me that last week, and I was like, "Yeah, I did know that."
I didn't know that.
Everybody has a past. Okay. We know that. And okay, so moving on with the cast list, we have Maura from Love Island.
Maura Higgins, who is hilarious.
And you guys, Rebecca's the one that got me into Love Island initially to begin with, so it's her fault.
It is true. I love Maura. She's on one of my favorite seasons with Molly May and Tommy Fury. She's fantastic, obviously. She's hilarious. She's so funny. She has one of the best accents ever. Like, one of the most funny things about Maura is she's so fucking hot, and then she talks, and it's like, it doesn't really make sense. It's just like, it's such a thick, I don't even know what it is, if it's Irish or Scottish or like, it's just very, very funny.
We have Kristen Kish from Top Chef. She's awesome. She now is one of the hosts of Top Chef.
Really?
She's the one that took over for Padma, which, by the way, did you see?
Oh my gosh, guys.
Did you see Padma is now dating somebody from Top Chef, a female.
Melissa King. Padma's a lesbian. Oh my gosh.
No, she's bisexual, obviously, because she was with Sam and Rushdie. She was married to him, the author, for a while.
And she had a child with like a very wealthy man, which was smart. But there was a very funny TikTok of them together, and Melissa was like, Padma has the most lesbian nails ever, and she showed her hands, and she had like long fingernails, except for the two fingers on the right hand.
Shut up.
The pinky finger and the middle finger, and those had nothing on them. And I was like, oh my God.
Rebecca, this is a family podcast. This is a family podcast. Okay, now Rebecca's a real hater for this next one, is Donna Kelsey, Mama Kelsey.
Okay, don't come after me, Swifties.
This is where you lose people here.
I don't love Taylor Swift. I mean, I do love Taylor Swift.
You love Taylor Swift.
I do love Taylor Swift. I don't love the Kelsey brood, because
she's like, why do they all need to be so famous? Why do they all want to be so famous?
I want Taylor Swift to be with like a count, like as Wendy Williams used to say, like, these women should be with like someone that doesn't need their fame, that is rich.
He doesn't need her fame.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Travis
Kelce does not need Taylor Swift's fame. Travis Kelce was already completely famous. I had no idea who
Travis Kelce was until
But
Taylor
that's
Swift.
Fine, because most people do.
Why is Donna Kelsey on the Traitors? Why is the sister? I find the sister to be delightful as well. But why does the sister have a podcast? Why do they all have podcasts?
But they're good at it. The times I've listened, I've enjoyed.
I listen to Kylie Kelsey all the time. Like, not on the thing, but like I watch her little clips and stuff, and I find her amusing. I stop and watch the brothers do their thing. I just don't understand what she's doing on the Traitors. And if I was Taylor, I would find it a little cringe.
Well, I want to interview Mama Kelsey, so I hope this shouldn't ruin it.
I hope you do. And guys, I'm really sorry if you hate me for that. I love Taylor. We saw her twice in Sweden.
We went to Switzerland.
No, we went
I'm joking. Okay, so moving on, we have Tara Lipinski from the Olympic figure skater. Okay. We have Monet from Drag Race. And I'm totally blind on Drag Race. And sometimes I feel so bad about that, but that's such a blind spot. And it's like Law and Order, where there are so many seasons of Drag Race now, where it's like the same with Law and Order. I know Law and Order, I know all the cast members, but I haven't really fully ever watched an episode of Law and Order.
What?
No, SVU, none of it.
What?
Because it became so intimidating that once you're at like the 80th season, I feel like you can't go back and catch up.
In college,
and I know it's not continuation, I know it's like case by case, but still.
I mean, in college, we used to get stoned and watch SVU like on repeat. Like, I've watched every single Law and Order SVU. Maritza Hargitay.
Then we have Rob from Survivor, but I'm really, because Rob from Rob has a podcast, and he followed me the other day. I followed him for a while, and I think that's because of our listener, Christina Byington. I think she messaged him and told him, so thank you, Christina, if that was for you. So I'm hoping to talk to Rob this season. We have Yam Yam from Survivor, who we love. We watched that season of Survivor. Remember Yam Yam?
Fun.
Yam Yam was on the season with Carolyn from
she's very fun.
The Traitors. We have Ian from Big Brother.
Ian is great. Ian won Big Brother. He could win it all.
You watched that Big Brother season?
I was very into Big Brother for a very long time. Like, I used to watch the live feeds. Like, I was very into Big Brother.
We have Rob from Love Island USA. He was I'm interested to see him in a different show.
Guys, do you think he'll wear his overalls?
I'm sure he will. We have Colton Underwood. Now, a lot of people really, really don't like the Colton because Colton...
I don't know The Bachelor and stuff, so I don't know Colton.
But Sophie was telling me there's a lot of things with Colton. He put like a tracking device on a woman's car. That. Obviously he was The Bachelor, and now he's, a father. He's a gay man that's, married with a child. Oh, well, okay, now moving on, we have Mark Ballas, who is on Dancing with the Stars, who is Whitney's partner, and we're we're Dancing with the Stars fans. So we're very excited about this. Yeah. Then we have, rounding out the bottom, we have Steven from One Tree Hill, and most importantly...
One Tree Hill?
No, most importantly...
From Laguna Beach.
Steven Coletti, yeah.
Who is like one of the best ever. We love Steven.
We have comedian Ron Funches, which is an out of the box casting, because I would never think, oh, Ron Funches, but you need those. We have Eric, a singer-songwriter. I'm not aware who this man is. Is he like K-pop or
what? I don't know.
No, then we have Johnny Weir, Olympic figure skater.
Oh man.
Michael Rappaport.
And that's it.
And by the way, Michael Rappaport is not moderating a panel at BravoCon this season. So that is our cast. Now, the trailer didn't give us tons, but Lisa Rinna was like, I'm going to play this game, and I nobody's ever played it before.
Wow. I've never seen you do the voice.
That's Harry's Bolognese.
Oh, God. We got Harry's Bolognese. And
yeah.
It was...
Sandra got that for us for Christmas.
Very sorry, Sandra. It was not good.
It tasted so wine-based that I thought I was eating wine.
Yeah, it was really not good.
And I know, I was like, well, maybe that's like super Italian, but
no, I've had, first of all, bolognese is like my favorite dish ever.
And I don't by the way, I think Harry Hamlin is a very talented actor. Like,
handsome, talented. I think he's obsessed with Lisa.
Loves camping solo.
I like them a lot. Harry used to go to the acting school that I went
to.
Like, I think that Harry is a very interesting man.
Harry, by the way, this is why I think a lot of people don't know about actors. Even after they make it, like actors like Harry still would go to class every week and work on pieces, and not audition pieces. Like, like Jeff Goldblum, same way, who you worked with as well. Like, so, actors are, it's not just kind of the stuff you see on TV and like, oh, you think, oh, they've made it. They're totally,
no, they really work. It's like going to the gym. Like, you got to keep working it all the time. And Harry was there every single week, and he would put on scenes, and he's a great guy.
Exactly. So, wait, sorry. I wrote this down from Yana today. So I was thinking, sorry, to go back to Heather really quick and Captain Jason. So everybody's like, oh, Heather effed Captain Jason. But this is like a larger conversation about Mormons and religion. Like boning, like for Mormons, like heavy petting is like third base sometimes. Like what I'm saying? Like making out is like hooking up. So some people consider hooking up sex, but some people consider hooking up making out. So maybe Heather Gay considers hooking up just making out.
She said, I fucked around with Captain Jason.
Yeah, but fucked around could mean... No.
That's
we fucked around. We fucked around.
I touched your genitals. I fucked around.
See, I don't think that. And the other thing, though, Yana today cracked me up because we were talking about this, and she said, do you think Heather soaked with Captain Jason? And then I was like, because soaking with the Mormon religion, where like the man will insert the and just sit there. But then I was like, if that's true, Whitney was on that same trip. Do you think Whitney was the jump humper? Like, oh
my God, Whitney would totally be the jump humper.
I'm jumping so hard right now, Heather. Are you feeling it? Oh my God, this is crazy.
Gross, Ryan.
So anyway, sorry to put a lot of disturbing images I'm putting in your head. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, but let's do that.
We watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
But shouldn't we do that when we were talking about Whitney dancing and maybe talk a little bit about...
P.S. Ryan's on the new season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
The 9th episode, it comes out, I guess, tonight, Wednesday night.
Oh my gosh, you guys are going to love it. It's very juicy. I really liked it a lot.
It's very juicy. It's very viewable. But leading into this Dancing with the Stars discussion, my thought is... Obviously, Whitney was safe tonight because she won the extra competition last week. After watching this season of Dancing with the Stars, which, by the way, she's not in the first handful of episodes. Like they talk about her, but she's not there. When she pops in,
it's not great.
It's not great, but it's very much, if you watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the first season, Whitney, it was hard to really root for. The second season, she did a lot better, and her husband, Connor, was very good the second season. in terms of like his emotionality and that one monologue he gave. But there are certain...
Whitney did not come off great. And I've been a big Whitney fan.
But by the way, we have not seen they didn't give us the finale.
Yeah.
So she's starting to come around by the end. So I'm thinking maybe, but the whole point is this going to help or hurt her?
I don't think it's going to be good.
On Dancing with the Stars. Is it going to help or hurt her? Because Dancing with the Stars is a storyline on this season of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives with Jen and Whitney. Whitney basically is doing this show to get on Dancing with the Stars.
And she says it
she says it over
and over.
Which, by the way, but then this is what it's like. This is sometimes where that arguments I have in my head of like, well, yeah, but aren't we supposed to be really confident? Like, she knows what she wants. That's what, she knows she's an amazing dancer. She tells you, I'm going to kill this opportunity. And she has. To her point, she knew she could kill this. And sometimes my personal preference is I don't love extremely boastful, extremely confident to the point where it can be grating but that says something about me because I'm not that way.
No, I got the ick.
And you, by the way, she got the ick, and she is a huge Whitney fan this season of Dancing with the Stars.
I was upset.
But after watching her tonight, I mean, I don't think she's going to have a real issue, but it'll be interesting. Not everybody watches Secret Lives of Mormon Wives
There's been a lot of hate with Whitney online.
See, I don't see that because I don't see as much. I wasn't on TikTok that much this week.
There's been a lot of hate of Whitney, not just this week. For a long time, people have been wanting to get Whitney out. Like, I think I've said it before. They're like comparing her to Hilaria, which like, let's not compare anyone to Hilaria because, whoa. But like, I feel like it's not the greatest look for this to come out and then for voting to happen next week. Like,
I think most people don't watch the show. Like, there's an older audience of Dancing with the Stars as well as the younger audience that have come in. The younger audience is what you got to worry about. The older audience aren't going to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, so all they see is a fantastic dancer, which she is technically perfect. She is excellent week in, week out. Truly amazing. I do not think she will win Dancing with the Stars, but we did have that conversation last night after we finished. We were like, is this going to, because we knew she was safe this week, but we were like, is she up for elimination next week? But now that Elaine is still there.
I thought Elaine was going to be gone this week.
But Andy's gone, so maybe Elaine's going to leave. So it's going to come down to Whitney, Robert, and Alex.
Yes.
And I think Jordan will be fourth.
Yes.
I mean,
Whitney,
Oh,
Robert,
what about
Alex.
Dylan?
Oh, well, let's go through.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. It's all over the place, as always. Dancing with the Stars. So this was our celebrating the 20th anniversary of Dancing with the Stars. Since this is our first full season, we're celebrating one anniversary of Dancing with the Stars. But I got to tell you, we're going to be watching from here on out. Like, we've really put so much stock in our lives into this show. We were talking to Monica, like I said, and her daughter, and even today.
This is how I connect with the youth now.
This is how I connect with the youth as well. And this is how we connect with our child, our baby. I even looked up how to vote because we're on Pacific Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time gets to vote. So we haven't voted this whole season, but we watched every episode. So I looked up. I was like, okay, if we know who we want to vote, 5 o'clock, we can start voting. Found the numbers. I even told Dylan and Monica. So
we all voted together.
Monica gave Dylan her phone. Everybody voted. But I got spray tan, and I think I was so still just bothered by having to take my shirt off in front of another human being that I forgot to vote.
You're lucky you didn't get nude because you're supposed
I would
to
never
get
nude. I would never. No, that's not going to happen ever.
I mean, I don't go full bush, and like I didn't realize that like the ladies are going full bush.
What are you talking? What ladies? Where do you know?
I'm just saying when they get spray tan, the ladies are going full bush out, and like I don't fully feel comfortable like that. Like I love Monica, I've known her for a long time, but like she doesn't need to see that with me. But I mean, I do go topless.
Yeah, topless is fine. Yeah, that's like especially if it's
But like, do you ladies go full bush out at the? No, I need to know at the tanning salon. I need to know. Are you doing that?
This is the only second time in my life I've gotten spray tan, so I don't think a lot of people get spray tan. I don't know.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong. Do you really think? Anyways. So we were voting. We were really excited. And by the way, it was so Dylan, the daughter, was so cute, 11 years old. And I was like, oh, if our daughter could be like this at 11, I would be so excited because she was so cool. We were talking pop culture. I mean, we were smoking cigarettes together. It was awesome. So this
is my dream. Like I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 10. Well, actually, okay. So it's been like 10
By the way,
years.
she doesn't.
No, it's been 10 years since
I've never seen her smoke a cigarette in my life.
No, I did smoke a cigarette with Mercedes Javid like 3 years ago.
Was that at the karaoke party?
At a karaoke party.
Well, that was 2 years ago.
Okay,
man.
2 years ago, that was the last cigarette I smoked.
With Mercedes?
With Mercedes. But besides that, I haven't smoked a cigarette in a good 10 years. But guys, I don't know what it is about being pregnant. Every time I see a cigarette, I look over at Ryan and I'm like, oh man, I
posted a Ben Affleck smoking figure. You were like, that looks amazing. Wow.
Oh God, I don't know. Smoking looks good. Don't smoke, guys.
Yeah, don't smoke, obviously.
Yeah.
So this is the 20th anniversary of Dancing with the Stars. And so, obviously there are so many people that came back. There were so many people being honored, people that we didn't know. There were so many winners that were like doing the relay dance at the very end. And the audience was star-studded. And by star-studded, I mean Mauricio Umansky was everywhere tonight in that audience.
It was a real weird crew.
Yeah, you were like, it's really hard. Like, you said there's some real weird-looking people. And I don't mean that, like, but they would cut to a couple people and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
People.
Like, there was, like, all these people that we knew, and then there'd be just some weird, like, their faces completely pulled back. Like, you said it upset you at a certain point.
Yeah.
You were having a tough night. So
I was having a tough night. Guys, it's hard being pregnant.
Yeah. Anyways, so it started off with this dance where it started off with the first 6 dancers, the first 6 dancing pros from 20 years ago. So they started, and then it became a big group dance, which led into the introduction of the host Tom Bergeron, who hosted this for pretty much, 16 seasons. He left, I believe, in 2020. And so it's a really interesting story, too, is that he had made it known because Dancing with the Stars, it was always in agreement with the producers and himself that it never went political. Was that let's not ever, we're not talking, this is supposed to be a respite, and let's not do that. Let's not cast political people. And it was the year that Sean Spicer was on the show, from what I'm reading in People magazine. And Sean Spicer was the press secretary for Trump on the first term. And Tom Bergeron made his feelings very known that it's like, no, but he said, say it was a Democrat or a Republican.
Really? He said that?
Yeah, he said, we don't, this is like a place we don't want that. And the producer was like, okay, thanks. And then they cut him and his, after they thanked him for his service and which was after having a job that, and remember, he was hosting that.
And then they hired Alfonso?
No, there was a couple different, there was, not Chrissy Teigen. There was
Chrissy
Teigen.
No.
I'm thinking with the from Plus Size that movie, and Tyra Banks.
Oh,
Tyra Banks hosted for a season.
That's what you thought of
because she did that movie Plus Size, didn't she?
Top Model.
No, I know, but she also did a movie called Plus Size.
Cuckoo bananas.
I like Tyra. Anyways,
I love Tyra. I love Top Model. Could never be on today. Like, she's a psycho.
She's a psycho. What are you
talking about?
Guys,
if you watch Top Model, you know exactly what I'm
I didn't watch Top
about.
Model.
Yeah.
She's a psycho?
She would, do crazy skits. She's crazy.
Okay, but that's not... You don't mean psycho. You just mean, funny, crazy...
Funny haha.
Okay, funny haha. Anyways...
No, crazy.
No,
actually
stop,
crazy.
Stop.
She would, pretend she was having, a seizure, fall to the ground.
Like Meredith Marks.
No, I'm serious. Fall to the ground, and then all the models would be like, oh! And then she'd be like, just kidding, guys. Today we're doing a hospital shoot. Everyone is in seizures. She would be crazy.
Yeah, but that's what you need to do for TV.
No, this was extra.
Anyways, so Tom Bergeron came out, and I think it was an emotional night for everybody. Everybody was excited. And remember, he also hosted America's Funniest Home Videos at the same time. So this was his bread and butter. And the show was really big. And so it was great he was going to be the guest judge for tonight. And so he came out, everybody's pumped, everybody's excited. We start off with Elaine Hendricks. Now, here's a note that I had talked with Rebecca. It's really hard when everybody's not doing the same style of dance. I understand everybody should do different songs, all of that stuff, but it's really hard for me judging as somebody with no dance experience. Sometimes when I'm seeing all different sorts of dances, there are certain ones that are, of course, more showy and more flashy, and then that's hard to compete with other ones. Obviously, for these judges, it's fine, but I feel like they should all be doing the same dance style.
That's what he wants.
I mean, I just would want to try because I feel like then we can actually judge it better. You can all do different music, but the same dance style. So we can then spend a night critiquing like the samba or the foxtrot.
Maybe they've done that before and we just don't.
They probably have, and it's probably like they found out it was like boring or something. Anyways, so first up came Elaine Hendricks. Now, Elaine, obviously, Rebecca thought was going home tonight, and she didn't.
I did.
So Elaine Hendricks.
But it was very good.
Elaine Hendricks. Oh, also, we're reminded there's only 2 episodes left, and there have been 3,500 dances in the 20 years of Dancing with the Stars. So I thought that was an interesting stat. Now, Elaine was doing the salsa, performing the salsa, Elaine Hendricks. So Elaine and her partner, Alan. And this was to honor past contestant Mario Lopez. Anything that we can do to honor Mario Lopez is great, who was on season 3. So Elaine, remember, had the injury a couple of weeks ago, very dramatic. And she said, she was, getting through it. There wasn't too much talked about in regards to that. And this was an electric salsa set to It Takes Two by Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. It takes two to make a thing go right.
It takes two to make it out.
There we go.
That was a fun one, though.
And they were wearing these bright neon outfits.
They love the neon outfits on this.
But I got to tell you, that particular color of neon annoys the fuck out of me for some reason.
And Mark had that color earlier in the season.
Well, maybe it annoyed me then. For some reason, I couldn't, it was hard to focus on the dance because the neon, I don't know if I had something bad happened to me in that neon, but
Ryan,
it was
really
so triggering.
Smelling like tan right now.
Oh yeah,
it's like
because I can't
of the light.
I can't shower
right
you guys until tomorrow.
It's really permeating.
I'm sorry.
You know that smell, and this is supposed to be a non-smelling one, but I smell you.
I think that's my musk. Anyways. I really was so put off by their costumes that I was like...
You were a hater.
Well, I was like, this isn't that good. I really didn't...
Alan was giving it.
Okay, so, I don't know. This was fine for me, but they got 4.9. So, out of the gate, really good score, 36. Everybody was like,
oh my God. Ryan's notes I'm looking at, it says, I hate neon.
I do. I hate neon.
I hate neon.
I hate neon. You know what? And I know this sounds silly. You guys aren't going to get this, but there was a movie called Batman. There was a movie called Batman Forever with...
We know Batman Forever.
Yeah, okay.
We're not idiots.
And Joel Schumacher directed that after 2 Tim Burton Batmans. And the color palette, there was one scene... No, Batman. It was Batman and Robin. Well, I just remember one Batman movie and the palette was neon and I was like, this isn't fucking Batman. Batman he's like, fights. I'm wearing a Batman t-shirt right now.
Guys, when Ryan moved in with me, we had to go through the Batman stuff because he's a fan and we had to decide
Well, by the way, I have a whole storage facility that has all my stuff.
I definitely know.
You think this is my Batman stuff?
No, don't. I was about to tell the people how we had to go through all of them and decide which ones were going to come into the house, and that was a big thing.
Well, and there's only 6 Batman things in the house. There's not even that. Yeah, so I've got a lot of Batman. Anyways, there was a neon, the palette was neon in this one movie, and it really pissed me off. So maybe that's what it is. Okay, so Robert Irwin is next with his dancing partner Whitney, and they are doing the Foxtrot. And so he's the next one. And this was beautiful, but more importantly, in his package, they get a Zoom call from Prince William, the future King of England.
I couldn't even watch I don't even remember his dance because I was so blown away by Prince William.
By the way, Rebecca follows the royals. I never have given 2 shits about the royals until Rebecca.
I'm an Anglophile. Diana dying was a very big moment in my life. My mom was obsessed with Princess Diana, as so many mothers were, obviously, and I am as well. I was in love with Prince William during that time period when he was so gorgeous, and then he became evil and Diana strips the beauty away from him, and he's ugly now. But they're doing some real PR at the palace right now.
You said you had a huge crush on Prince William.
Oh my God, a huge
until he lost his hair.
I mean, he lost it all.
Yeah.
He really, that's what I'm telling you. He became evil and something happened to him.
Yeah, but you love Larry David and he's bald.
This is different.
Okay.
But you have to say when Prince William was like 16 years old. He was stunning.
Yes, he was very good. I mean, you're like, oh, that's a prince.
Like,
that's a prince.
He was a beautiful man. And I think that I think princes or kings need to have hair. I think he needed to go to Turkey or wherever we had to go to get a new head of hair. I think that they need to have teeth. Like, he needs to get new teeth. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're going to be on the money, like, this is what we got to do.
And who's William's wife?
Catherine.
Well, there's Catherine's on the new season of Vanderpump Rules, I hear. So,
but honestly, I couldn't even watch the dance because I just was in
You were so shocked. And by the way, Rebecca goes, wow, this really beats John Bon Jovi.
It really does.
Because John Bon Jovi called in Alex Earl like last week. So Robert's sister Bindi won Dancing with the Stars. So in their package, Bindi came in and Bindi danced the foxtrot to Footprints in the Sand by Leona Lewis. And that was during her winning season, right? So he is dancing to this same number. And every time there's a package on Robert, you end up kind of crying and getting inspired and just being like, this dude I believe in the good of the world. The
Irwins are beautiful people. Like, they just truly are.
It's so beautiful that in a black heart like mine, you're like, I know this guy. There's got to be something. The camera's got to go down. He's like, give me a fucking cigarette. Get the fuck out of my,
Not a cigarette. Wouldn't that be good? Yeah.
So they came out, and obviously it's another beautiful dance. I mean, truly a beautiful dance. The thing that threw me off was the special effects they've really ramped it up this season, and now the floor, they put I don't know, it was CGI or what, they put a sand.
Montage.
But it was first off, it was sand, and then they were doing actual footprints. It wasn't real sand, so it was digital sand and footprints, and then they started projecting image, and then Bindi came out at the very end to finish off the dance with him and his partner, and then they had footage on the floor of his dad and his mom and them. And Robert said afterwards, when they were waiting for their scores, that he didn't know they were going to put the footage on the floor. He didn't know that footage. So they fucked with him. They were like, we need this emotional moment. So they did that and surprised Bindi and Robert with images of their dad on the floor. And by the way, at the time, I was like, but that was a surprise to them, which is kind of messed up.
Yeah, I couldn't stop thinking about Prince William. So crazy. I couldn't believe it. My God.
So this was beautiful. And sorry, I'm trying. So Derek says, you are this generation's beacon of joy, and everybody's crying. And then they got their score, and we got the first perfect score of the season. Everybody 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. All the confetti dropped from the ceiling. I've never experienced a perfect score on the show before, so I guess they do confetti. So that was great. And then
it was fun.
It was fun. I will say I didn't really have any constructive criticism on his dance. I thought he was pretty good. I did have criticism about his relay dance, which he did win, but I'll have that note when we get there. Now, of course,
Ryan has notes.
Of course, following up on that, we have Andy Richter. After the first 40 of the season, to have to go after that, and then to also be Andy Richter, I would love to be Andy Richter, but to be where people are either fighting passionately for you or fighting passionately against you. And we've talked about this last week. The purists of Dancing with the Stars seem to really want this. And by the way, how's it like to not experience joy, all you people that wanted Andy off the show? How was that like? How is that? No, I'm kidding, obviously. But it is weird. I was watching people make impassioned monologues about why this man needed off the show. And
he's off.
He's off. Are you happy?
You did it.
He's off. You've ruined Christmas for everybody.
Exactly.
And I didn't ever want him to win, but I really thought he was going to stay in another week. We talked about this last. Anyways, so Andy Richter's going. He was
good. I was proud of Andy.
But see, even the way we talk about it, it's he's good. It's you're talking about something
not Robert.
It's yeah, but it's just when somebody can't sing and then they do it, they're like, oh, he hit the notes. That's so, good.
Putting on the Ritz by Robbie Williams did it?
Well, that was they
really tried to make Robbie Williams happen.
But see, no, Putting on the Ritz is actually a song that was done before Robbie
Ryan,
Williams.
Obviously, but it's just funny that it's Robbie Williams of all people.
Well, I thought it was a tip of the hat to Young Frankenstein, the iconic Mel Brooks movie. Remember did you ever watch Young Frankenstein? Put it on the Ritz! Remember that? Anywho, right. If you could see her hey guys, I'm glad she's on camera so you can see the dirty look that she just gave me. So they're dancing the quick step to Putting on the Ritz. This was the best he's done all season. I mean, this episode I think was the best in terms of like
my God, he was very good.
He did a couple moments where his feet actually were moving very quick. And
he's looking svelte, like, you know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. This I think was one of his better dances.
I love Emma. She's fantastic.
Emma's a great dancing partner. Carrie Ann really kissing Andy's ass because she's had a couple slip-ups with certain comments over the season, not to Andy, but to people in general. And she said, it's, there's no greater privilege than to watch someone displaying courage, And she was like, this little man is turning into a dancer. And I was like, Jesus. This little man is turning into a dancer. And this is when you had said, wow, there's a lot of scary faces in the audience. Yeah. And yeah, by the way, Andy even sashayed across the floor. And then Derek said he wanted to be in the Fandies. And then Bruno was like, well, I'll tell you one thing. It was quick and had plenty of steps. And Andy got his first 8 of the season from Carrie Ann and then 3 7s. So this, I think, kind of sealed his fate in some ways if, the voting doesn't take into... Anyways, so then we get to the in memoriam segment, which was actually very, very touching.
It was a rough group.
Well, what do you mean rough crew? What do you mean?
I mean, let's go through
Anyways, well, first off, the choice of song I love, but what a weird choice of song. They chose a song from A Star Is Born soundtrack. Always Remember Us This Way.
I love A Star Is
Born. Oh, I love A Star Is Born. I have tried to get Rebecca to watch it with me.
I won't.
She won't. And you guys know, if you listen to the show, I think Bradley Cooper, one of the best people to ever grow a beard. Like when Bradley Cooper has a beard, I don't know why you'd ever get rid of that beard. That man can pull off a beard.
He's turning into Barry Manilow right quick, right in front of our eyes.
And that's why I just grow the beard back, Bradley. I know that character's dead in A Star Is Born, spoiler alert, but can't we do a prequel or something like that?
I'm trying to say that Ryan's karaoke song is Shallow, and he...
La 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 la.
Because when Monica had her first karaoke party, you practiced that one many times.
And then I got too nervous to do it. Which, by the way, that karaoke party was so wild because I just started on Jeff Lewis, and then everybody was like killing it. Rebecca killed it, but Jeff goes up there. Jeff sings "Fast Car" by Tracy Chapman.
Oh yeah.
I've got a fast car. And Jeff Lewis, of all people, to sing that song I was like, this is hysterical. And then remember we saw Carney sing Hold On, Carney Wilson sing Hold On. And that's like when I first met, and I was like, I just fucking watched Carney from Wilson Phillips sing Hold On. I was like texting my friends, like, you're not going to fucking believe what I just watched.
Monica throws, honestly, it's one of the best parties.
I was so pissed she didn't do it last year.
And if you guys have a chance to go to ChumpCon, I know that they will probably do karaoke night again. And it really is the most fun. Even if you're not into karaoke, it's so fun.
Yeah. Anyways, karaoke always scares me. So the song is Always Remember This Way. And Ezra and Riley, they danced to this as photos of past contestants were displayed. And this is a who's who. You said it was a rough bunch, but it has Jerry Springer.
Who dated my mom.
Yeah, which, by the way, Jerry...
Back in the day,
I've never talked about...
When Jerry was... He was the mayor of Cincinnati back in the day. And my mom is from Cincinnati, and they dated many, many times.
Yeah, she said it says amazing things about Jerry Springer.
She loves
Which, by the way, I had, what's his name on from the Jerry Springer show, and he said, no, everybody says amazing things about Jerry Springer. And by the way, his time on Dancing with the Stars, everybody loved him. From what I read.
Andy Richter moment, supposedly.
Yeah, but So Cloris Leachman, icon, Aaron Carter.
Dark Stuff.
Shannon Doherty.
Love Shannon.
Love Shannon. Florence Henderson from the Brady Bunch. Kirstie Alley.
Dark Stuff.
Jacoby Jones, Valerie Harper, Suzanne Summers, which by the way, I keep meaning to do this news story with Sophie. Oh my God. Tell the audience.
Suzanne Summers, love Suzanne Summers.
Love Suzanne Summers, yeah.
Her husband has a how would I call it? A blow-up doll? Not a blow-up
AI.
Doll. He has an AI
version of Suzanne Summers in like a sex doll kind of.
Okay, it's a sex doll. That's
I don't
what it
know.
is.
Well, I mean,
that's what it looks like. It's not a blow-up
It looks like
doll.
a sex doll, but it's not that I know what a sex doll looks like.
It's like that movie with Ryan Gosling.
Lars and the Real Girl.
Right. He's got a real girl, and he says it looks like Suzanne. It does not look like Suzanne.
He
says that like you wouldn't even know the difference
Oh, you know the difference. When you get older, you lose a lot of...
He's fucking that doll.
No. He never said he's fucking the doll.
Of course he's fucking the doll. What are you talking about?
No.
Wait, if I died first, would you get a sex doll of me and fuck the doll?
I think I would just give up sex. I mean, I don't...
Probably.
Probably. I'm so...
Let's watch.
Pure.
No, stop.
I'm so weirdly
pure. This is like the second date. Watch what you say about her sex life.
Sorry. God, what are you...
I hope you would fuck the doll.
No, I would make love to the doll.
Okay.
So, singer Mary Wilson, and then Anne Heche. Another dark.
I saw Anne Heche right before she died. Remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh, I was at a party, and this guy I know was like her manager. Anyway, it was dark. And he was saying she was not doing well at the time.
And then the final photo was the original head judge, Lynn Goodman, who had died at 78 years old in 2023. So even though I didn't watch Dancing with the Stars, I was very aware of Lynn Goodman. I knew Bruno. I knew all of these people as characters. I just never watched the show. But obviously, this Lynn Goodman, people just loved. And you could tell, like even Derek, one of the judges now, Derek Huff, he had been with, he said he met him when he was like 11 years old. Like this dancing community seems so small. Like everybody knows each other. Mark Ballas's parents are
very, very famous dancers. I think they were the U.S. world champions, and I saw them dancing, and they're very, very good. So, I mean, obviously, they were the world champs.
That would suck to be in a dancing family, and you're the one that doesn't want to dance.
What if you were in a dancing family?
Oh, God.
And then you, tried, but you, couldn't?
God. I could barely...
So sad.
I'm just not a good dancer. I mean, I was in show choir, but that's a lot of jazz hands and stuff like... No, it's not. It's what it is. You were in jazz... Weren't you in it, too?
No, I was in different choir.
Okay, so anyways, we get into this Dylan Efron. And I really, after last week, I was like, this guy's starting to slip a little bit. And he was doing the Argentine tango with his partner, Daniela.
Ugh,
and
Daniela.
you got a real hard-on for this Daniela.
I mean, I've never seen a woman like Daniela. She is the hottest thing I've ever
seen. She's
seen.
amazing, but I don't think she's the hottest thing I've ever seen.
While we were watching, I was like, isn't Daniela the hottest? And you were like, she's
I was like,
okay.
No, I didn't mean obviously she's hot and beautiful,
Daniela
but she just didn't...
is unbelievable. I mean, her body, which I've said before.
Well, I'm not going to tell you about her.
She's like an Olympian. Like the way she moves.
Her athleticism is insane.
My God.
So this was inspired. By the way, during each of the packages, they, obviously talk about a performance from the past. Like Mario Lopez's, this was inspired by Milo Manheim, which was performed in season 27.
Who is that?
I don't know. It's an amazing dancer. In 2018, Dylan told the cameras he wants to get better at being in character and said he feels a breakthrough is imminent this week. Now, Dylan, I hope one day to be smiled upon by Dylan Efron because he has such a sweet smile, doesn't he?
He's fine.
Really? Okay, anyways, they danced to Bill Withers' classic Ain't No Sunshine. And this, you guys...
Whoa.
Wow. And listen, let's be clear. A lot of the heavy lifting is Daniela here.
Unbelievable.
But they were doing moves. This was truly this is what I'm talking about, everybody doing the same dance, because you can't compare this to Elaine Hendricks' dance. This was on a different level.
It's comparing with Jordan when she does the flips and stuff. You just can't compare that kind of athleticism. It's different.
Oh, and he was hitting the right moves. Now there were a couple, this is where I get into my dance hat. Couple small moves. I think I saw it a lot. I think a lot of you guys didn't see it, but there were a couple moments. But I don't think a lot of people caught it. There were just small moments. Nothing compared, we're not talking big slip-ups. They're just little tiny things.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, Daniela and Dylan have a lot of sexiness to each other. They feel like they're...
You think they're hooking up?
No, not at all. She's with Pasha. They have a child together. But, would you feel jealous if I was on Dancing with the Stars and, basically...
I'd be like Whitney's husband, Connor.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah!
But would you
and then
ever
I would do the triple
jealousy?
dance. I don't think so. I mean, no, because I know you. I mean, I would be more, to be honest, I would be very stressed for you. I would be so...
Would you do the triple dance? And
I would if you wanted.
Grinder?
But see, I would do it, but I wouldn't want to do it because I feel like I would screw you up, and I just don't want my neuroses
Who
to
would I
affect.
have on as my triple dance?
You could have Jairus, or Jairus would kill it. Yeah,
No,
Jairus would, yeah. Or you could have Monica. Yeah.
All right, I'd have Monica.
Anyways, Yeah, anyway, so this was amazing. And by the way, Chanel Ion from the Traitors, who was on the cast with Dylan, she was in his family box, his friends and family box,
I
watching.
Like, what is
You're like, what is
doing?
Chanel doing there?
Yeah.
By the way, Chanel was on Jeff Lewis on Monday and said she was going to be there. Anyways, I think the first, sorry guys, it's late. Derek was the first person to speak, and he was like, in honor of Lynn Goodman, I'm going to do a Lynn Goodman. I'm going to say, hold my gaze. This was a breakthrough moment. That was your breakthrough moment by a long shot. And
it was very good.
It was amazing. He added, when people ask him who surprises him the most, his answer is Dylan. Really? That's interesting. Like, surprising the most.
Well, Dylan's had a very good story from the beginning to now. Like, he's really come a long way.
But I guess, really, he also praised Daniela's choreography, which we cut. I mean, really, amazing.
She's amazing.
Tom Bergeron said it looked like two pros dancing, and he said, I know your brother's an actor. You're a leading man. We wouldn't know. Where are you? Where are you, Zac Efron? It is getting weird,
He's
man.
like on the yacht in Dubai with
It is getting weird. And you know what pisses me off, too, is wasn't High School Musical Disney?
Yes.
Disney owns ABC. Where the fuck are you, Zac Efron?
Do you think this says something about their relationship?
It's starting to worry me. It really is starting to, like, because
he has to be there at the finale. Like, he just has to, like, Zac,
gotta be.
You're listening. Get off
Zac,
the yacht.
I know you listen.
Come on over. Get on an airplane. I know it's rough out there with the planes, but let's get on an airplane and watch this man do it.
And Bruno said, Dylan, you weren't dancing. You were starring tonight. And anyways, they got perfect scores as well. 10, 40, 40. So that was amazing for Dylan Efron. And then we went to Jordan Childs with the Cha-Cha, inspired by the dance by Wayne Brady's Cha-Cha in season 31 to Get Up by Sierra featuring Chameleon Air. And Jordan said she always wanted to dance the Cha-Cha. And she said, please do us justice, she said to the cameras. And this was a really strong, it was strong, right? There is something about Jordan that I'm starting to get worried that there's not how Elaine had that exciting week where she got injured. She did the dip. Like, there were a couple exciting things that even when you started to dip out on Elaine, something crazy happened. And I'm not saying Jordan should hurt herself, but I'm saying, like,
oh my God.
No, I don't mean like hurt her. I don't mean like unalive, but I mean like
unalive.
No, I don't. I'm just saying,
Jordan had an amazing episode last week.
We need something. We need something exciting, some story. We need a hook, because the dancing is there. Even though there were a couple moments, me and Carrie Ann kind of noticed this, that her shoulder a couple times was
all right.
It was a little wild at times, Carrie Ann said. And Carrie Ann kind of gave her a little bit of that was the sternest critique I think Carrie Ann gave of the night. And Derek was like, I could close my eyes. I just got to visualize. The flow, the texture of your body. I saw that. I love when Derek, he loves to get up and like be animated and stuff like that, which, by the way, there's a chance Mr. Derek Huff is going to be coming on this show. So put it, but which would be I would be really geeking out at this point. I never thought I'd be geeking out because I never really thought about Derek Huff, but my God, that guy, I would be so excited to have him on. So anyway,
he danced tonight. We saw him dancing.
He dances multiple times every week. It seems like he danced last week. He danced the week before. So, so Jordan Childs got a 9, a 10 from Derek, a 9 and a 9. So she got 37. Oh, also, yeah, you forgot. There was the song reminded you of what?
Well, the song that they played, the moment it started, it was, I don't know if people ever watched Making the Band.
Yeah, of course they watched Making the Band.
Oh, well, when they're like...
Danity Kane, baby.
Danity Kane, Making the Band, this song. Wait, guys, I had it up.
It's okay. I'm going to vamp.
And
stop. I don't want to pay royalties.
Sorry. I love that song so much. And every time I hear it, I'm like, boom, cack, because that was the song that we saw Aubrey and all those girls dancing and, trigger warning, Diddy, saying things and stuff like, but I love Making the Band.
Yeah.
Love Making the Band. Do, 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 do.
Well, I had the note I had.
The note he had was Love After Lockup,
because
what is that?
I got a DM that I opened that somebody said they really like you on the show and gave you a recommendation for us to watch Love After Lockup, and I wrote, Love After Lockup. We watch Love After Lockup. In fact, I've talked about
our favorite show.
I don't cover it on the show, but I talk about it multiple times. That's like usually our Friday night routine is like after a long work week, we like to unwind by watching Love After Lockup. No joke. We love that show.
Obsessed with Love
After Lockup. And we're sad that
it
doesn't come back till what? February?
Something like that. But shout out to Reality Gaze. Like, I love
She loves Reality Gaze.
I love Reality Gaze, and they do Love After Lockup. And on their Patreon, shout out their Patreon, they do a class list of like old Love After Lockups, which are very, very fun.
It's called Classics?
They're like, it's called Classless.
Classless?
Love After Lockup. And they are going back and they're doing like it from the beginning. And it's so good. Obviously love After Lockup. It's our guilty pleasure.
Somebody said we should, because you had mentioned Rock of Love and Flavor of Love, that we should do that on the Patreon.
Yeah.
And you said you'd consider it, actually. Okay, so anyways, they got 9, 10, 9, 9, and then we go to Alex and Alex Earl and Val, her dance partner. Now, Alex is kind of turned into my favorite because I've told you guys, I thought she was like a shitty influencer, and it turns out she's really fucking good. And it made me, like, I don't follow her yet, but I do watch a lot of her TikToks now, and she really does impress me. Like, I don't know what's come before. I don't know the lore of Alex Earl, but I got to tell you, I've been so impressed, and like, not even impressed of like, oh, good for you. Like
her work
genuinely
ethic
good.
Is really amazing. Like, I really have to say, her work ethic is incredible. She puts in the hours. We can see it on the dance floor every time. And I love Val. Val's my fave, and I love them together.
Now remember, she almost got a perfect score last week, but Flavor Flav gave her a 9. Now remember, it came out this past week that Flavor was like, "Yo, man," he goes, "I meant to give her a 10, but once you like
why
put
didn't
it."
You do it in the voice?
Well, because I don't know. I didn't want people to. Anyways, what the, you big lady? That's when he says Brigitte Nielsen, "You big lady." He would always say that on Surreal. Is
she
Life.
Still with us?
Yes, Brigitte Nielsen. She'll be on Dancing with the Stars next season. Oh my God, if Flavor and Brigitte would come on Dancing with the Stars.
Wait, why hasn't Flavor been on Dancing
Has Bret Michaels been on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh my God.
There's so many people. Anyways, they were dancing the Foxtrot to Singing in the Rain by Matthew Morrison from Glee fame. And this was inspired by Neve Schulman's rendition from Neve Schulman from Catfish's rendition from season 29.
You know that Neve now
is in real
realtor.
Estate.
Now that is a recession indicator for everyone.
But Neve doesn't need it because he's rich from Catfish.
I don't understand, why is he working at like Barbara Corcoran's office? Like, I'm not really sure. He like has a cubicle. We see him on TikTok. He's riding his bike in the city. Like, very confusing. I don't know. It makes me feel weird.
Anyway,
I love Catfish. Fun.
This was channeling old school glamour. They dance.
You like get it?
Sorry,
I was the one that was having a really sad day.
I know. I'm so stressed. Not stressed. I'm just nervous for BravoCon, and there's been a lot today. Bravo said,
Bravo.
Channeling old school glamour. They dance in classic gowns and tuxes. So this is more elegant choreography. And you almost got the sense in the package that Alex was like, well, I guess we kind of have to do this classic thing because it's part of the dance.
What are you talking about?
Not like in a dick way, but there was one moment where it kind of is like, well, we've got to do this to honor kind of the show. Is this kind of classic routine, because Alex likes the tougher numbers and the more like choreographed, like spin, jump.
I think she loved this. And
no.
As someone that loves
Gene Kelly, she wasn't complaining.
I think it was really wonderful.
It was. By the way, if you haven't, watch Singing in the Rain. It really is a beautiful, beautiful, and just the colors. How much I hate neon. I love the colors in Singing in the Rain.
It's Technicolor, right?
It's
I love the Technicolor.
Beautiful.
I want a movie to come out now that's Technicolor.
Wait, were you a big La La Land person?
No, that's disgusting. Oh my God.
You know, Stassi made her whole personality La La Land for a while, remember?
I don't really like Stassi.
You like Stassi?
I think she was fun on the show.
Okay. So anyways, Bruno said I entered ballroom heaven. This is how you do it. And he said they captured the essence and glamour of Hollywood's golden age. Carrie-Ann noticed that Alex is really letting go, and that is the heart and soul of the show. Derek said it was clean, classic, smooth, and that it was flawless. And Tom said at the top of the show that he wanted to see a goosebump-induced dances, and that this delivered another perfect score. This is Alex's first perfect score, but we got a lot of perfect scores with these contestants. All of a sudden, it has become perfect score night. So this is a 40 out of 40. And then our final one before the relays was Whitney from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives dancing the cell block tango with her partner, Mark Ballas, who will now be on the Traitors January 8th.
Can we talk about Mark Ballas's hair?
Oh, yes. This is great.
Mark Ballas has incredible locks.
And by the way, he's been on the show from the beginning, right?
18 years. I think, Ryan, if you grew your hair out and really worked with your curls.
There's no way I could ever grow it that long.
That's not true. You've never tried. If you really worked
with your curls. Because it would be a huge afro. Ryan, it just gets bigger.
No. Ryan needs to get one of those hairbrushes for curly hair. I think that would be
I don't even know what you're taught. There's a hairbrush for curly hair?
I was going to get it for you for Christmas.
That kind of technology doesn't exist.
It does. And I think that would be a game changer for you. And anyway, Mark Ballas has these luxurious locks, like truly unbelievable. Then he I don't know what kind of system they're doing to get it to make it short.
Guys, you can't tell he has predator hair when he
what?
From the movie Predator. I said it last week. The monster, he has these big like locks.
I thought you meant he's a predator.
No, he seems like a great guy.
But it's really amazing. I need to see a tutorial.
You think it's normal hair? Where is he putting all that hair?
I'm not sure. It's so thick and luxurious.
And then it made me think that maybe the long hair is is that a wig?
No.
But how do you go? Anyways, and then I was looking at all pictures of Mark Ballas throughout the seasons. This man has a different hairstyle all the time. He's like the Brad Pitt of Dancing with the Stars. Because remember, Brad Pitt would always grow his hair at different ways.
Whatever the girl did, he did.
Yeah. Anyway, so they did the Argentine tango to cell block tango from the musical Chicago, which, by the way, obviously Whitney will be in the musical Chicago. Period. Point blank, right? Don't you think this?
Whitney sing though? But yes, I think
that's an interesting point. I'm sure she can. She seems like that, the double threat at least. I don't know if you can say triple threat and reality star being one of them, but
I would assume she'll go to Chicago.
I would 100% say she would go to Chicago.
Oh my God, Connor will be so excited.
Connor's her husband, you guys, and is a very supportive husband. And
you said you would be Connor.
I would be Connor, yeah.
What a beautiful
but not
thing.
Not bisexual, but
supposedly, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Even though, so they had immunity this week, remember, and so she doesn't have to do the relay dances, which came after. But she felt like she was under the microscope, wanted to deliver, and this was inspired by Gabby Windy's. Gabby Windy was in this. You love Gabby Windy. What do you mean, duh? You said you didn't watch it until this season.
Well, I knew that Gabby was on.
Okay, well, Gabby Windy performed from season 31.
I love Gabby and Robbie. I love their love, and I think they're really fun.
Yeah. And she said she needed to find the passion that Gabby has. Steamy routine in the package. It seemed like she was struggling with some of the leg work, right?
Oh, I thought it was the steaminess because of the Mormon shit.
No, Whitney loves to act steamy. She's been steamy in multiple dances this season.
Not like
the Halloween dance.
That wasn't. No,
that was scary,
steamy.
but there was a steaminess to it.
There's no sexuality between her. I would never say what I said about Dylan and Daniela. Where
so you're saying Heather Gay sexuality? What do you think?
Ew, no, I mean actual sexuality. I don't think that they would fuck.
Okay, so that was my one note. She nailed the footwork and the legwork that she was struggling with. She nailed it. The one thing is Whitney is one of her best things that she does is she gives good face. Her face, any TikTok video in it, she just pops. The face was more subdued, but I will say to your point, it was not as that seduction where you felt like they were going to tear their clothes off in a sense.
She doesn't have that.
Which, I'm sure that's a hard thing to teach. But
Daniela has that.
But none of the judges, that was not a note from the judge. Nobody picked up on it, and they got a perfect score. So, but that was something I noticed where I was for somebody that gives face in all of their dances, this was more subdued in the face and did not give the sexual tension that usually the cell block tango, it comes with it, right? But at the same time, I do think she will be in the musical Chicago. It got a 40 out of 40. And then once again, we remembered Lynn Goodman, and the judges got choked up remembering him. And it just seemed like he was a great man. Makes me want to go back and watch previous seasons. But Monica was saying previous seasons you can't stream previous seasons, she told us tonight.
Right.
Anyway, so now we go up to the relays. And so this is where...
This was fun. I didn't think it was going to be so fun.
Yeah,
really
you were like,
it.
And then, so we had two of the contestants paired up with two of the winners from previous seasons. And the relay started with Elaine. She was paired off against Jordan Chiles, or she was competing against Jordan Chiles. Jordan's partner Ezra was replaced with Olympian speed skater Apollo Ono,
who was great.
While Elaine's partner Alan was replaced with NFL star Rashad Jennings.
Very cute.
They performed a quick step to "I Get a Kick Out of You" by Michael Bublé. I get a kick. Okay. And Derek, this was great, right? Like, I mean, this was fun. It was good. And who did you think was going to win this?
Definitely Jordan, just because Apollo was stronger.
Yeah, Apollo really was the big surprise because in the package, I thought Apollo, it didn't seem, I think they kind of threw us off a little bit. Not that he was bad, but it just seemed like he was, but they were both good. Elaine was saying that she was hoping to win by lighting up the room with their joy or something like that.
See, that's when I'm like, Elaine, it's time to go. It's time to go.
So now our next one was Andy and Dylan going up against each other, which we were already like, oh,
I was like, oh,
shit.
no.
Oh, shit. Like, you know, like you're going to... So Dylan was partnered with actress Rumor Willis's Bruce Willis and Demi Moore's daughter. There was a part of me, even though Bruce has aphasia and really has to be led around by people, he can't really communicate.
Bruce was going to be there?
There was a moment... If you have fucking Prince William, I was like, maybe we're gonna fucking see Bruce Willis.
We got Prince
William. And if we saw Bruce, I would have started ball. I mean, I have been so touched by, imagine being the number one male movie star for a couple of years, but also just being a consistent movie star and then having everything and then losing the ability to communicate, imagine his wife. They were recently, they had been together for a couple of years. They have a kid, imagine that.
She has spoken out about, she's very interesting. And
it reminds me a little bit of the Christopher Reeve situation when, just with his wife, which there's a great documentary on Christopher Reeve that came out last year called, what is it called? Superman or Super? Anyways,
I think it's very different, honestly.
But on top of the wife dealing with like an extreme illness in a sense. Anyways, sorry for that detour. Dylan was partnered with Rumor Willis, replacing Daniela, while Andy Richter was teamed up with the Bachelorette's Caitlin Bristow, who you didn't even know who that was.
No, because I haven't watched The Bachelor or Bachelorette. But Andy was great.
So they danced the Viennese Waltz to Earned It by The Weeknd, which is a very sexy song. Now, Dylan and Rumor, they were good. Dylan was a little, not as good, obviously, as his earlier
Dylan
dance.
Has, Daniela with him, who is... the hottest, best thing ever. Not that Rumor wasn't, but like Daniela is a Porsche. She is.
You're a Porsche, Daniela.
Yeah, no, she is. She's like a Mustang. She's amazing.
Now, Andy made his appearance with Caitlin, which, by the way, before he ripped off his shirt and he had a T-shirt with like fake abs underneath it, which was funny. But even before he did that,
he was giving sex.
He was giving sex. He was giving more sex than Whitney gives.
That's true.
And I'm not even joking. We were both like, woo. Like
we were like sex.
And sometimes with comedians, when you're given a role, like you're sex, like you can kind of like get yourself into it, like with a wink,
I saw how Andy is probably in bed and like that. I see it. He can, I feel like he probably gives it.
Yes. And so I thought this was like one of Andy's better dances this whole
Andy's
season.
This was Andy's best dance.
It was his best show. So obviously Dylan and Rumor are going to win this. But like Andy, I was like, Andy kind of did something. But even Carrie Ann was like, Andy, you are sexy tonight.
That's
you got
what I'm
sex
saying.
appeal.
He was sex.
And Derek said it looked like Rumor and Dylan had been dancing together forever. I didn't think that. And then he told Andy, he goes, it was good, Andy. It was good. So obviously they got the 2 extra points with that. So Robert Irwin kept the lead after the relay. Now Alex's partner Val, well, this is what Alex's partner Val was replaced by The Bachelor's Joey Graziati, I think is how you say it, while Robert Irwin's partner Whitney was replaced by actress Xochitl, I always fuck up her name, Xochitl Gomez, who was on Ariana's season back in the day, or a couple years ago.
This was the best.
They danced a jive to Dance With Me Tonight by Ollie Murs, and this was great. I thought Alex, even you thought from the jump that Xochitl.
And I love Alex, but I did think that Xochitl was better.
And I thought Alex was gonna. I don't know. For some reason, I was more impressed with Alex.
Oh my God, Alex got her nose like.
Oh yeah, in the package
multiple times.
This Joey like kicked her in the nose one time, and then they had this one move where he like jumps on top of her and he was like falling on it.
After this.
And by the way, when you're an influencer, get the fuck away from my nose.
Like,
I would be so freaked out.
Face.
Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to stay a dancer for life. I got to get back to normal at some point.
And after Dylan Efron with the nose and now Alex.
And then, because Rebecca knows all this shit, she was like, oh, remind me to tell you about the Accutane nose job.
Okay, so.
And I was like, what are you talking about?
So Alex was, one of the thing that made her very, very popular in the beginning was her talking about her acne problems. And like, she really, really struggled and she was on Accutane. And we've seen photos of her from high school and she looks completely different. And the nose is very different. Now, we've heard from different doctors that Accutane can give you a slimmer nose. Like, it can literally give you a nose job. Now, Accutane is a very, very intense drug. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah,
but
I've heard
like,
of it.
You literally have to get your blood taken once a month. Like, if you're a woman, you have to say, I'm not going to try to have a baby because like your baby will grow gills. Like, it's very, very serious. But she has the Accutane nose job and she looks amazing. But now she's going to have to get a real freaking nose job.
Well, I didn't really hurt her nose. I mean, it looks painful, but yeah, she said she was like swallowing blood.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm now looking at, like, I think I've turned 2 shades darker while we've been recording.
You really
like, look at this.
Like tan.
I didn't say smell. I said I was darker. Anywho.
Like, I wonder if my arm, like, I tried to move my arm after a while because we're touching, and I was like, I'm going to get a brown arm.
So one contestant was sent home ahead of the semifinals because we only have 2 episodes left. And then, obviously, Whitney and Mark were safe. Then Dylan and Daniela, Alex and Val, Robert and Whitney were safe. And then it came down to, it was between Elaine Hendricks, Andy and Emma. And then who was the third? Oh, Jordan Childs, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, Elaine's gone. And then they announced Andy. And Andy, 59 years old, said, it changed my life, whose dedicated group, the Fandies, kept him in the competition for longer than his scores would have predicted, said, I'm a different person because of this show. And this woman, Emma, his partner right here, none of this would have happened without her. And so I love this man. And I think so many people love this man. And I hope shows like this, it can give you a little juice, you know, like for the next project. And I hope Andy gets something from this. I hope, you know, if you have this kind of love from people, it shows that, you know, you should get another project of some sort, right? And then we're reminded that next week is our second to last episode with Prince. And just even if I didn't do a podcast, you guys, I would be so excited to watch that. So I'm very excited for next Tuesday to watch that. I think Rebecca will agree, depending on how you guys respond. So behave to come back next Wednesday. And, well, what would you like to say and find out?
No, yeah, I'll be there.
But yeah, I'll be there. And by the way, you guys, she's killing it. This pregnancy is not for the faint of heart. And the other thing I wanted to say, BravoCon, whoever's going, I want to meet you. I mean, if you want to meet me, I want to meet you. We're doing the meetup, Hard Rock Cafe, Mary Payne and Pink Shade. It's at 6 p.m. 6 p.m.
I said to Ryan the other day, I said, who are you most excited to see? And hand to God, he said, the fans. Yeah. He said the regular.
But I don't even mean the fans of this show. I just like regular people.
Yeah. Like Bravo
because I'm a fan. Like I'm a fan.
I just love that he said that Ryan loves Bravo so much and it's going to be very great.
Because sometimes the Bravo, it's exciting to meet, but like once you meet them, you're like, but ideas and communication and talking about this stuff and laughing about this stuff, that's where to me the real magic is. So I hope to see you there this weekend. If I don't see you there this weekend and you can't go, totally get it. We'll be doing updates on Patreon throughout the weekend, but don't worry, on the main feed we're going to be talking about it Monday, Tuesday. I'll be telling you everything. So I don't want anybody to feel left out at all. If you like this show, as always, rate it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I forgot to say, if you do want to sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/SoBadIt'sGood. That's our daughter's college fund. So we're really depending on the Patreon at some point. Cry for them, babe, cry. And I think that's it. Wish me luck on the drive tomorrow. Wish me luck this weekend. Also on my Instagram, I will post the times for my Peacock interviews. We're starting strong on Friday at like 10:30 a.m. with Sutton Strack. Sutton Strack! We're going to be selling Sutton concept stuff on Peacock Live, so tune in and support, but I'll keep you posted about all the other times because I'm interviewing a bunch of people. That's it, you guys. Thanks so much. We love you. Bye!
Bye!
Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Oh.